Good evening, family. How you doing? Good evening, good evening. Jump in, man. Jump in. Let's talk real quick. Jump in and let's talk real quick. Got a quick little thought for you. So if you could jump in, share the live. Let's talk real quick. Not gonna be too long at all. I not too long got home, and I'm out here doing a couple of things, a little bit of work, and I just wanted to share my thoughts with you. A couple of things that I'd like to share with you. So jump in, share the live. Hi, how you doing? Jump in and share the live. But tonight I want to talk to you about offense. Because we're living in a time where it's really, really easy to be offended. You just got to turn on the news and you can be offended. But I want to talk to you about a personal conversation I had today. And in my personal conversation today, I brought up this whole conversation about offense, and I want you to stick with me and share the live. My conversation today was with God. My conversation today was with God because it's so easy to, in these times we're living in, to become offended. And I brought my concerns to God, which we all should do. And I said, God, here I am, and I'm feeling a little way. Um, I'm human, feeling a little offended, and God sent me to Psalm 119, verse 165 ASAP. It's amazing when you take complaints to God, like external things that you think He should take up and plead your cause over them. The first thing our God does is He shows you yourself. He reveals you back to you. And, uh, you know, so God sends me to Psalm 119, 165. And I read it, and it says, "Great peace have they that love thy law, and nothing shall offend them." And I'm like, what? I said, God, I'm here to talk to you about what I feel is happening to me. And you send me to Psalm 119, 165, and it reads, "Great peace have they that love thy law, and nothing shall offend them." And so I had to meditate on that real quick. And it made sense. It hit home because God is saying, "Great peace will those who love my word always have." And once we love His word, it means that we're going to be growing. And in growth, what's going to happen to us is we will gain understanding. And with understanding, we will have no offense, or we won't be easily offended when we are growing and when we have understanding. And it really, the revelation came to me, and I want you to stick with me real quick because I think this is going to help somebody, because it helped me. When we're growing, we're maturing. When we're growing in wisdom. When we love the Word of God, it allows us to grow in wisdom and understanding. And God brings revelation. Some revelation that He brings just comes from a place that you could not have gained or gotten it on your own as a person, as a human being. Because there's not enough evidence in the world sometimes for you to gain the revelation that comes from God. And so God sent me to this word, and I'm like, I'm offended, God. I'm offended. I want to talk to you about my current offense. And He sends me to Psalm 119, verse 165. It says, "Great peace have they that love thy law, and nothing shall offend them." And I'm like, wow, it makes sense. In our growth and in our maturity and in our understanding, we gain so much insight and so much revelation from growing in the Word of God that offense minimizes. You're not easily offended anymore because we're going from a place of immaturity to a place of growth and maturity because of understanding. And so this is why someone that is so mature can look at can look at a person that's acting up, and the person can be cursing them out to their face, but because they're so mature and they have gained so much revelation from God over the years. Hey, Laura, they've gained so much revelation from God over the years about the things that hurt people and the things that are going on with people, that that person that has grown and matured well can understand and have empathy for the one that is actually abusing them. And in the understanding of the pain that the abuser is giving out, they have so much understanding because of their love for the Word of God that they're able to let that person off the hook and give them the space they need to grow up. And so I was just blown away that I'm complaining to God today. I'm complaining. I'm offended. I'm complaining. I'm the immature child talking to his father. And he says to me, great peace have they that love thy law, love my law, and nothing shall offend them. And what God is saying to us today, family, is that we're human. And if we tap into his understanding through his word, then we will gain so much insight, so much wisdom, and so much revelation from spending time with him, that he would give us so much understanding about what's happening around us, that offense is a thing of the past. And it was a great humbling reminder for me. It really was a great humbling reminder for me. It was humbling because I realized I'm human, and it was humbling because I realized that if I go a day or two detached from the Word of God, that I am subject to operating in my flesh. And so all I'm going to say to us tonight is we cannot afford to operate in our own flesh, but we need to tap into to time with God so that he can advise us, so that he can guide us, so that he can grow us and mature us to the place where, you know, his word is in us and he's given us so much revelation that of being offended is something of the past, or at least it is minimized in our life. And so I just want to jump on here tonight and share that with you. I hope it's a blessing. I hope you have a wonderful night. And I hope that you're growing in grace every day, just like I'm seeking to grow in grace every day, and understanding and pressing into God right now, because we're living in times that are providing opportunities for us to be challenged to grow. We're living in times that are providing great opportunities for us to be challenged and grow. And what critical times and trying times always do to us, hey Marion, is that it puts us in a position where we have to jump out of our box. We got to get out of our comfort zone, and we got to seek more so that we can become better. So tough times, no one wants it, but tough times present opportunities. You know, COVID-19 was, something that came and caught us off guard. And a lot of us, yes, Laura, a lot of us were given an opportunity, and that's what I'm going to call it, to grow, to get out of the box, to be creative. Some of us have discovered things that we would not have discovered naturally if we were still, doing life as usual. And then, of course, we have tragedies that are happening, and we're seeing things in the news. Once again, it's testing our patience. It's testing our what the word that we have in us. And I got to tell you, if anything I discovered from the last few days is that I don't have enough word in me, and I don't spend enough time pressing into God and what's available through my relationship with God. And so in my quick 24-hour discovery is that, you know what, we cannot afford to go a moment without seeking God through his word so that he can give us that great peace that we need, but more importantly, he can give us the maturity, the wisdom, and the understanding and the revelation that comes from his word so that we can have the peace and drop the offense. And so I love you guys. I hope all is well. Just want to jump on here and share this quick word. Share the message if it's been a blessing to you, so it can be a blessing to someone else. Love you. Have a great night. Sherilyn and I are looking forward to wrapping up our series in 2 weeks. So we got another installment coming this weekend, where we're going to be talking about, the Jezebel spirit in marriage, working in men and women. And then we got a great announcement for our closing topic 2 weeks from now. Great, great announcement. It's going to be exciting. We're going to grow and we're going to learn. Love you guys. Have a great night.